Alright, well, here we have it. Springtime. Trying to get the hot rod Monza ready to go. We just put the insurance on it. So she's street legal. It's a lethal weapon on the street. Doing some work. Alright, here's the problem. This is a Strange Drag Racing Products master cylinder. This has got 4 piston calipers on the front from aerospace components, all billet, nice shit, man. And then I got GM from, like, you know, your square body GM single piston caliper back here. Here's the problem. Back in the 70s and 80s and shit, you know, gas prices, in the 70s we had a gas shortage. So they started designing calipers where the pistons retracted all the way in to the caliper for no drag, so they less gas fuel use while cruising. Okay, now here's the problem. That does not have enough volume to push that caliper out, that piston in that caliper out, and then build enough pressure to do the clamping that you want to get, if I make myself clear. So to get around that, what we have here, 1984 S10 4-wheel drive pickup truck, manual brakes. This is what is called a step bore master cylinder. This will give you a huge volume shot to start with, and then it steps down to a compression, smaller piston, and gives you higher compression and higher pressure on your brakes. So what that will do will give you basically real good brakes again, because this actually had drum brakes and it worked great with that master cylinder, but when I went with these, it does stop, but I cannot lock the thing up on pavement. I can do it on gravel, but not on pavement, so that should rectify that problem. So that's where we're at. Yeah, I'll just give you a shot of the undercarriage of this thing. We just upgraded the fuel system. We now have a 100 micron cartridge filter here. We got a nice Russell shutoff valve going into my Summit 95 GMU electric fuel pump. Rear end is the stock MONZA rear end. Used to be a 4-lug thug, but we welded up the tubes. Then we put S10 axles, 5-lug in it, that are 28 spline, and we got a Yukon locker in here with a trick flow. This is a nice lightweight cover that has, if you see these bolts here and here, those are a brace that goes against your bearing blocks inside, so it literally braces for no twist, no deflection, and all that. That makes this is probably good for 650 horsepower. I don't have anywhere near that, so I'm not worried about blowing the rear end up. Take you underneath. As you can see, this car is cherry. It's a 1976. There's zero rust. I cleaned the whole undercarriage and sprayed it and painted it, and yeah, It's freaking choice. We'll be doing some work under here pretty soon. We got some frame, well, it doesn't even have a frame, but we have stiffeners that will go from front to rear to tighten up the chassis for flex. As you've seen before, fabricated my own dash. Got the B&M shifter going, the back end all sealed off. Pretty dirty. I live on dirt roads, so you can't keep the car clean. You just freaking can't do it. Now, back up front, got the small block in here. So anyway, we're getting on that next. What I just did just now, fabricated up the front end, put a spoiler on there. Basically what I'm trying to do is grab more air into the radiator. Not really looking for any more downforce. This thing sticks like a freaking go-kart. So, because we have those 10-inch wide Toyota track tires, this thing is radical on turning. So we just fab that up. Now, yep, the dreaded master cylinder. Oh, this is not going to be fun. Not fun at all. So anyway, that's MONZA, Hot Rod MONZA update, folks. We're getting ready for Circle Drags June 1st at Colorado National. So there you go. Later, YouTube.